ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, opening day baseball on the show. It's Oregon going up against Syracuse. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go, and towing the slab in this one, Cy Young, singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. The wind of the pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jonathan Daza steps to the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Acuna aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Pickoff throw. Acuna back easily. Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Next to hit, Cal Ripken Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. There's the strike.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
And the pitch. Strike 2.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. And a pitch. And now it's even up.
2-2 count.
2-2 now. That one missed.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And there's ball 4.
First base.
That is the designated hitter.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's a big power threat. Willie Stargell. And that's in for a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Just locked him up right there for the 2nd out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And the batter now, Eddie Murray. And there's the strike. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch misses. 1-1. And he deals. Gwynn on the move, racing back. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back for more from the Bronx. On the hill here today, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter now, Tony Gwynn. The line to kick the pitch. Ball 1 low. Johnson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. The pitch. And that one missing low. That's a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Next offering misses, and 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch is popped up. Bart snags it for the 2nd out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Misses, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Struck him out looking. We played an inning, no score. Back in New York. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Crawford. Chris, Brandon Crawford made his big league debut May 27th, 2011 at Milwaukee, and he hit a grand slam at his big league debut.
One thing I've always admired about him is his ability to handle left-handed pitching. Stays in the big part of the field and just has a nice swing path. Stays in the zone a long time.
0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Right-hander kicks, deals. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch inside. And the count 1-2. And the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. And Crawford is set down.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. This one popped up. Jimenez makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting eight, the third baseman, Mike.
Now the third baseman, Mike Lowell. Pitch is in there, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's some real power at the plate. Troy Gloss. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The wind and the pitch.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitters count the 2-0. And there's a ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Three-two. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. In there for strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The 0-2. Just a weak fly ball this time. That one gets down for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Good bad ball hitting right there. Just kind of threw the barrel at the ball, trying to protect with 2 strikes, and sometimes it works out well for you. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fouled off. He was late. And the lefty with the 0-1. Up the middle. Diving, and he can't make the play. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score. And it's 1-0.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Renfroe at second. Alonso on at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to center field. Daza ranging after it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the center fielder,
Curtis Granderson now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Here comes a pitch.
That's ball 2.
Just missed. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
1 out, bases loaded. Stepping in, Nick Fortes. First offering, and it just misses. One out, bases full. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that one hit to first, and it stays fair. One runs in, fires to the plate. The run comes in from second. It's 3-0.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Tony Gwynn. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better contact hitter than Tony Gwynn. The ball basically stood still for him. If it's near the plate, he'd get the barrel on it. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Now 1-1.
Usually a pitcher has a plan for every at-bat, but with Gwynn, you can forget about that. Tony's going to be running the show when he's standing in the box. He's the one dictating the at-bat and pretty much hitting the ball wherever he wants to.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Andres Jimenez. First time up was a pop out. And takes low for ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. The Orioles on top 3-0. top half of the third inning. Now it's going to be Joey Bart.
Catcher, Joey.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a guy that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop Derek Jeter and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it, the history and all of the legacies of the New York Yankees players over the years is very dynamic. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And here is Jonathan Daza. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Good eye right there. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. And the 1-0. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The O's have the lead 3-0. As we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Alan Trammell. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2-2 now.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swung on, popped up left side. Lowell should have this one. Makes the grab, and there's one away. Troy Gloss will hit next. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. And down on strikes. 2 away now.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Renfroe stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The lefty, the 1-0. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And welcome back onto the fourth. Now here is Cal Ripken Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. On the ground. Oh, what a stop. The throw, nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Stargell. First offering misses the mark. The 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1. And the first offering is not close. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back now in the Bronx. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman,
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Flied out his first time. That one finds the zone. Going 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
That one's in there, and that is strike two. So did Super Joe give you two suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with two suits.
Just off the outside corner. It's a ball and two strikes. On the ground, right side, over to Ripken. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
At the plate, Curtis Granderson. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. The 1-0. And a good eye there.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
Well, hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
And that's in for a strike. And here it comes. Sit down on strikes. A controversial called strike three to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the fifth. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
Young back to work. And that's outside.
Well, these guys need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Good eye right there.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Next pitch is outside, and the count is filled up.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got him swinging.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the third baseman, Mike Lowell. First pitch just misses. Kicks and deals. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
One down, base is empty. In the air, right field. Gwynn grabs it on the run. This is Joey Bart. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. The throw into second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And a 1-2 again. And that one is inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Bounced up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So the lineup flips over. Here's a speed threat, Tony Gwynn. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That's in for a strike. At the belt and fires. Going to count 1 and 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. And that one off the outside edge.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Caught him looking for the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now the number 2 hitter, Andres Jimenez. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. Now the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And that is cut on and missed. And a count 1 and 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second here, 1 gone. In the air out to center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Alan Trammell.
So digging in, Alan Trammell. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. There's a strike. Fortes on at second with 2 down. Next offering upstairs. And that misses off the outside edge. Check swing didn't go. 3-1 now. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him.
I remember as a child, music made me smile. Some people called it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff because I think
Back at Yankee Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna's signing bonus wasn't astronomical, only $100,000, but a lot of talent as far as the family. His dad, Ron, was a minor league outfielder, and his grandfather, Romo, was a pitcher in the Houston organization. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, when you just look at that lineage, I mean, for him, coming from Venezuela, you got to imagine that, you know, he's going to be a big leaguer with that type of, you know, training and coaching that you've had at home.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead, 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
And now here is Jonathan Daza. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. The 0-2. And that's outside. Stays alive. Righty delivers. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. And he deals.
Left field. McCutcheon hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Ball 1 there. Ripken measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next one misses. Now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
And the right-hander deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
The bat, number 9, designated hitter, Willie.
Next to hit, Willie Stargell, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stargell, multi-time All-Star, 39 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2023. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0 to Cal. Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bounce to the right, and that's just foul. Three-two on the way. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking for the K. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Orioles on top here, 3-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Troy Gloss. Johnson back to work. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes Gabe Kapler to the mound, and he's going to take the baseball from his starter. Randy Johnson will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Phillips Valdez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Gloss gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And one away. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. JT Shagwa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Right-handed reliever. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. Got him. 2 gone now. Now here is Andrew McCutchen. Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. And that ends the inning. Back here in New York, leading off, Eddie Murray. The wind of the pitch. And that's outside. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how